Okay, I am back with the second video on hump molds. So I'm going to unwrap this, and remember that I put newspaper in to reinforce those little curves that I wanted. So I'm going to very carefully just flip this over. And remember that I just used a bowl that I had covered in plastic. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside and very carefully just take off my newspaper. All right, so with this you can see I've got some edges that I really need to trim up and just make sure that I've smoothed those out. So it is leather hard. I do like this impression of the circle in here. That turned out really nice. You'll notice that I did put in a texture on the outside, just a few little kind of square marks that will be a nice little texture. Notice I also put a foot on there. I just did a coil and attached that, scored and slipped that, and so now it has a nice little foot on the bottom. Okay, it is even, and what I did was while I had it on the mold, I took my board, and you guys have one of these, I believe, that I sent home with you, and I took my canvas covered board, and I just kind of pressed it on top to make sure that that was flat while it was on the mold, and to make sure that I would have it nice and even. Okay, so I'm going to flip this back over, and I am going to take my sponge, and I'll probably use my sponge and my loop tool on this. Actually, I think I'm going to come in with my loop tool first. I'm just going to take away that edge. I'm going to use the flat end on this part because I want that kind of, I want that part flat. So I'm just going to very carefully, remember my piece is leather hard, but I don't want to break it. So still want to make sure that I'm being gentle with my piece. But notice I can still easily carve into it. I'm going to make sure I wipe off those extra pieces of clay. I really just want to smooth that out. Another thing that you can do is just, excuse me, especially once I've got some water on there, I can just take my finger and just really smooth out that edge. It's going to make it nice and smooth. I'm going to take my loop tool and just kind of get that the way I want it. Got this little ridge here that I'm just going to kind of bring down a little bit. And on this I'm going to have to sacrifice a little bit of my texture, I think, in rubbing this, kind of getting that off of there, that little ridge off of there, and smoothing it down, but that's okay. I've got my main texture that's inside. Remember I did that little, I did the fruit bag that I had pressed into the clay. Now at this point over here, you can see that I've lost some of my texture right here. So I might just try to kind of smooth that out and maybe do a similar texture like what I did on the outside with just those like score looking hashtag marks, you know, on that part, just to kind of tie in the inside and outside texture. So I'm just going to smooth that out. And again, you know, just sometimes your finger just works really well, just kind of smoothing those out, getting out those rough edges. Kind of flattening that. I want my edges to be similar out here. So again, I can just go, and all I'm doing is I'm just cleaning it up. I'm just making sure that it's the way that I want it. Remember those little pieces, the little bits of clay can just go into your slip water. That's what I'm doing with mine. Just putting them in there into my slip water. And make sure that you get out those little pieces of clay. You can always take, you can kind of let those dry. And just take a little paintbrush or just brush them off after they've kind of dried up a little bit. They're not going to stick. So. And I'm actually just going to come in here and just kind of, actually, you know what, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take the tool that I did the little marks on the outside of it, and I'm going to try to make some on the inside, and that's not working because of that curve. So I'm just going to take my needle tool and just kind of scratch that. I'm not really liking that, so I'm just going to smooth that out. And I am going to just attempt to, that's kind of wet right there, and just going to attempt to kind of put in some of that texture. It's not going to totally align with what's already on there. But notice I'm just taking my rib and I'm just kind of pressing that in. So, oh, that did work. All right, so there you go. So if you do have an area that loses that texture, you can always do that. So I'm going to do that again in this little area right here. I'm wet it with my sponge first. And again, it's not going to line up with the original texture the way it was, but it will kind of put that texture back in there. Also, too, you can use, I'm just going to use my rib. I can use my rib to just kind of go over my edge here. Notice how I'm turning it around. This is, you've probably seen a lot of videos where they have like a little turntable or something. So if you have that, that would be something to use, where you have a little turntable. You can turn it around and easily work on your piece. All right. So I'm pretty happy with that, the way it's turned out. And I have a little, oops, some clay stuck there. I have a little bit of a texture on the outside. I am going to actually put this back on my mold to just do my, just carve my name into it and the date. So don't forget, when you are finished, when you get it like you want it, you're going to carve your name into it, carve the year 2020, and then you can cover it with plastic. I'm going to take it off of my mold. I'm not going to leave it there. I'm just going to use the mold to support it while I carve my name into the bottom of it and the year. And then I'm going to take it off my mold, cover it with plastic, and then set it aside so it will dry slowly, because I don't want it to crack. And then I will be taking it into fire. So that's going to be a lovely little vessel. So I'm going to clean up those edges a little bit more, sign my name on it, and be done. All right. So I hope you have a good time with yours. Can't wait to see your projects.